Cursed Anime Gamer is now live. Streaming Marvel's Midnight Suns, Marvel Midnight Suns Part 5. Great game, let's do this.
Let's do this. Okay, so we're going to do an arcane key.
Found your way back to me. This new world suits
It's
you
Lilith.
well. You look strong.
What is it you want?
To love you. To be there for you as a mother should.
Love? That word must burn your lips.
Burn? You have no idea. It is the only thing that fuels me. Everything I have done, everything I do, everything I will do is for you, child. Always for you. Can you honestly say the same about Sarah? Surrounding you with heroes who will gladly return you to your grave after you've exceeded your use.
Wait, not this again.
Poor child. How did you end up so alone?
Another dream. This cannot be a coincidence.
You have a club meeting to... Before a club meeting can be scheduled, the club runner will first... Look, let's go to the coil.
How's it going, boss? How's that for quality workmanship?
Ooh. Quick jab, that's new. Nice. Special. Ooh. Okay.
See you, Hunter.
Okay, so there's new intel.
like you want it.
I realize this isn't a formal military. To the behavior of Nico and magic, the word insubordination comes to mind.
Wanda, I'd be more concerned if they weren't unhappy with the situation.
Then you agree with them, with their approach?
Hey, Hunter. Time to spill your guts out, Here's the latest from Hydra World. Tony and Dr. Strange may think they're the epicenter of our operations, but we all know this is where the real magic happens. This should keep someone busy. Bye.
Could we speak in private?
Will this lead to the two of us shouting at one another?
I cannot see how.
Then yes.
Nico needs help prepping for Magic's surprise party.
A surprise party? Have you met Magic?
Why do you say that?
Oh, just a feeling. What does Nico want from me?
Can you handle the cake?
Of course. The trick will be hiding the icing. Magic's sweet tooth can lead her to cupcakes at 50 paces.
What is on your mind, Robbie?
Fear, anxiety, doubt, you know, a bunch of feel-good thoughts and feelings about where this team is headed.
Why is that?
Wanda is gone.
Unfortunately.
And all calls to Banner are going straight to voicemail. Everyone's on edge about it, and that puts me on edge, you know?
I am on edge as well.
You? On edge? You seem so...
Calm and collected?
You left out cool. You know, I can't help thinking. The Avengers are so preoccupied with reaching Banner. But I bet no one would notice if I like took off and joined Hydra or just, I don't know, disappeared.
Robbie, everyone here would notice, including me.
I'm not so sure about that.
I am. If you were to fall off the map, I would toil day and night to find you.
Yeah. I guess you are pretty stand-up that way.
I try.
Well, I guess I should go find Peter. See if he wants to chill. Might take my mind off things, you know?
That is a good idea.
Okay,
See you
let's do a
around.
mission.
Hey, can I ask a favor?
Okay, so we gotta bring Ghost Rider.
Yes?
Guess we'll bring Ghost Rider.
Ah, I see.
I need to get out there and crack some skulls, Hunter.
Okay. Okay, so we will do this mission. The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Okay, so we gotta bring Ghost Rider and Spidey.
As if the people of New York didn't have enough problems, scattered reports of Hydra activity are coming in from across the 5 boroughs. Hydra forces in this area are causing trouble. Let's take them down.
That will not be a problem. Hell. With those powers, I would have guessed you were aligned with Lilith.
By her command.
You're really persistent.
Of course.
Support units on the move. Serve her with honor.
What are you waiting for?
Whatever gets the job done.
How invigorating.
Coming at you. Probably best if you stay down. You really seem to like me.
Okay, so we're out of card plays.
Changes nothing.
And of course
spotted
there's
enemy
reinforcements coming.
Everything looks good so far.
As a child, I feared the servants of Lilith. Now I teach them to fear me.
Alright, Spidey leveled up.
I even impressed myself.
Weak, even for Hydra. How many times is that?
You're not putting up much of a fight.
Behold the light's gift.
It's good to have friends.
Oh,
take
let's
them
do
down
the
to
hero combo.
Vengeance has powerful friends.
You are lucky to still be breathing.
armor must be stronger than it looks. Otherwise, you're in trouble. I am not myself.
Spirits do not die.
You know, you're pretty good at this.
The spirit rises.
I'm guessing you didn't pick those chains up at the local hardware store.
Recall at position Tango. This should get you going. All will witness their sins.
The light is on our side. Let us see if they have an answer for this. Was that truly your best? Lilith herself could not best me. What makes you think you will fare any better?
Targeting systems active. What's our contingency plan?
Oh, that's not good.
Confirm enemy target. Your suffering begins.
I can only imagine what sins they were guilty of to deserve that.
So the
There's only so much I can do here.
And dizzy all of a sudden.
Over the years, Lilith's disciples. Now that was something.
That'll work.
got him.
We've done it. Excellent work.
Why is it that for every one of these sites we take out, it seems like two more appear in their place?
Patience. Hydra certainly lives up to their name.
I've hunted an actual Hydra. That was easier.
Easier than this.
Oh no.
I live up to my name, too.
Sabertooth.
Hell of a price Crossbones put on your head, Runt. Too bad he never said it had to stay attached to your body. Well, too bad for you. Big words. For a dead man.
You got one thing right today, Sabertooth. Heads are definitely about to roll.
Look, another mangy stray.
You smell wrong.
Compared to him,
Good point.
Now I get to kill two Runts with one claw. Maybe I should be paying Hydra.
down before he can hurt anyone else.
Who you calling an animal?
Check your ears.
131.
Stutter.
We'll settle up later.
Just what I... before. Not gonna work this time.
Chose to waste your talents chasing the highest mountain. You did not have to end up this way.
I'm gonna rip this new one.
Oh yes, that took a lot of health out of him.
Must be my lucky day.
Stop.
Gets on the ugly one.
Nobody makes me
No complaints here. A pattern here.
I don't even feel it. You're not good enough for me, but I think you'll
This one has the stink of death on it. A past filled with the suffering of innocent victims.
You think this hurts? I've got all the heels I need.
Got him.
The leader has fallen.
Looks like you got me, Runt. Go ahead. Make it quick.
What the hell are you doing?
Not much of a hunter, are you? You'd fit right in with Logan and the rest of Xavier's housebroken little pets.
Sabretooth is a villain.
Don't think he was expecting that thing around your neck to bite back.
Can he heal from that too?
Don't know. But I'm gonna make sure he doesn't.
Yeah. Nice to meet you too.
Up is Lilith. Hey, what's up, Anna?
Have a good stream.
Thank you.
You'll do.
Oh, she's evil. So I take it Sabretooth is a bad guy.
It sounds like you had some unexpected visitors out there.
Those two beasts came out of nowhere. Who were they?
Victor Creed and James Logan Howlett. But I'm sure they'd prefer to go by their current aliases.
Sabretooth and Wolverine. Those two have been at each other's throats for decades.
Wolverine? Then he is a werewolf? Huh. I did not sense that from either of them.
Because they are mutants. Like me.
You are like them?
I will not be howling at the moon anytime soon, Hunter. It affects us all in different ways.
There are some things you'll need to become familiar with in our post-atomic world, Hunter. Mutants being a big part of that.
A blessing or a curse in the blood, depending on who you ask. I can explain further if you must know.
In the meantime, I need to look into what's happening in New York. Wolverine is an honorable man, if a bit rough around the edges. Sabretooth, on the other hand, is a homicidal maniac. The fact that he's got his sights set on you is definitely not good news.
Wait, you know Logan?
Who do you think first told me about you? You'd be surprised how many people have found their way into these woods over the years. And once they do, they tend to find a way back. I doubt this is the last we have seen of either of them.
Wonderful.
Oh, shoot. Magic. Talk to Magic.
Sweet Magic is in the X-Men universe.
Logan and I are not exactly best friends or anything. He's more my brother, Piotr's friend. Like I said earlier, we're all mutants. Not to freak you out or anything.
Rest easy. I will not freak out because you do not seem like a threat.
That's because you haven't seen me on a bad day.
So you and these other mutants, you all know each other from Russia?
Hardly. We're all part of the X-Men. I mean, not currently. But I guess once you're an X-Man, you're always an X-Man.
See? She's
Just
part of
like
X-Men
the Midnight
universe.
Sun.
I guess so.
And this Sabretooth, he is a mutant. Does that make him an X-Man as well?
Definitely not an X-Man. He and Wolverine go way back. Who knows what their feud was originally about? I doubt they can remember either.
He has been tracking us for a bit. He was the presence I sensed at the docks.
Are you sure it was him and not something else?
It was definitely him.
Mark my words. The next time we meet, I will finish him.
Normally, I'd tell you no way, but I've seen your moves. If anyone can handle Sabretooth, it's you.
Thank you for explaining this to me. It seems I have a lot to learn.
Of course, mutant society is small, but super complicated. But all you need to know is that Sabretooth sucks.
Yes, he does. Huh. Oh, I got the same amount of help as Sabretooth. But it's gonna go up.
I don't like to be touched.
Gonna go talk to Blade and then...
Fine, speak.
We'll go to the meeting.
Blade? What is it?
Caught a scent around the Abbey that doesn't belong. It's faint, not enough for anyone else to notice, but it hit me again tonight. How's that dog of yours when it comes to tracking? You two up for a little hunt?
I'm sure Charlie could help. And I might be useful too.
You can start right now. This gate won't budge for me, but maybe you can open it.
Okay.
Let's keep going. You sure that dog knows where she's going? Guessing you don't carry around a lot of keys.
No, but I trust her instincts.
At least you're honest.
Charlie will be the first to let us know if she cannot find the way.
You two have a lot of conversations.
I can tell you never had a dog before, Blade.
Never got the chance as a kid. Too risky these days in my line of work.
Maybe you just need to find the right dog.
Haven't found a breed yet the vamps won't eat out of spite.
Oh, what is that?
That looked like...
some kind of jacked up shadowhound. If I didn't know any better, I'd say we just found the Barghest. But it can't be.
The what?
The Barghest. Legendary demon dog of the old country. Kind of thing you'd hear stories about around the campfire.
A shadowhound could easily be mistaken for a spirit, but how would it have gotten here?
Good question, but we're not gonna find the answer tonight. Let's head back before Caretaker locks the doors on us. I'm no expert, but that's not our usual portal. Looks like magic's, but I don't know. Red?
Oh, it's Arcane Key.
Knew we were coming too.
Emo kids are meeting tonight. You in?
Lead the way.
And the emo kids are back for another deep dive into the night of your death.
When can we start?
Soon. Strange asked to lead tonight's meeting. He's prepping the... I don't know what exactly. It involves a lot of weird math. While he's preparing his, the theorems, I guess? You should talk to Magic. She'll explain how we use ingredients.
You received my message, yes? About the ingredients?
Yes, but I came up short.
This is fine. I also hate scavenging. Remember, ingredients make mystical trinkets. Excess trinkets go to you. I will provide a new list for the next meeting. Check your spark tomorrow. Enough about ingredients. I said more words than Strange. Has he prepared yet? I have plans for after.
What plans?
Solitary plans.
All my preparations are complete. And now for a thorough explanation of this week's delicate divinations. However, Miss Minoru insisted I provide a summary, if you request it.
Summarize, please.
We do the same as before, but this time we zap you with more mystical power.
That is it?
That's it. Shall we begin?
Go ahead.
Where do your memories last leave off?
I was running through the Abbey grounds.
Good. Now, focus. And now, wake your mind from slumber.
I burst into the clearing, expecting an army. Instead, I find her. She sits at the center of a muddy circle. For a moment, I wonder if she sleeps.
Tell us, Hunter. Tell us who you see.
I see the Mother of Demons, Herald of the Manifold Dream, she who tends what dwells beneath. I see Lilith. I see my...
What's happening here?
What, you got a spidey sense, too?
I was taking a walk. I heard the chanting.
Crap, I messed up the binding formula.
As I most definitely told you, lemon-scented is no replacement for actual lemon.
What exactly is going on?
The Hunter's resurrection, though miraculous, was incomplete. We're attempting to restore a rather crucial set of memories.
How Hunter killed Lilith the first time.
You're not mad, are you?
I'm not mad. But next time you do this, I'd like to observe.
Of course! Next time.
We should have invited her.
Quiet, you.
You are definitely making progress. How are you feeling?
I am fine.
About Caretaker? We never invited her because it seemed cruel to make her relive your death.
I would have preferred to spare her the details, but now she knows.
You're right. If we can't figure out how you defeated Lilith the first time, there's little chance it could happen again. I'll speak with her before the next meeting, smooth things over. And with that, we're done for the day. You leaving?
That is it for me.
Sounds good. See you next meeting.
Ooh, I got new abilities. Ooh, Astral Meditation.
You're looking well.
Don't tell anyone, but I forgot what the...
Awesome. Thanks, Hunter. Whenever we foil Hydra's plans, an angel gets its wings.
Okay, let's sleep in and do another mission.
Hunter, if you're receiving this message, please come to the central console as soon as possible.
That is odd.
I will be right back. My hands are sticky at the moment.
BRB. Back.
Okay, we are back. Talk to Bruce Banner at Central.
Dr. Banner, you have reemerged.
I'm sorry, Hunter. Probably not the best impression of me. But now I'm back.
You are of no help to us if you cannot be reached. We need to be able to rely on you.
That's understandable, and I apologize for the inconvenience. I was knocked offline by a spike in gamma radiation that tore through the electromagnetic spectrum. Bad day to be a Manhattan cell phone tower. But don't worry, I've isolated the problem here. No more blackouts, I promise. But I am concerned about the other ripple effects this gamma radiation could have caused. That's why I would like to scan you and see if the shifts in energy have affected you.
I do not understand. Our target is my mother. How can focusing on me help?
You're special, Hunter. Underground all these years, protected from any gamma influences, and you share the Mother of Demons' DNA. The same one who can manipulate the gamma particles in ways still unknown to us. I think there is quite a lot we can learn from you. Just stand very still. You shouldn't feel a thing. And we're done. Once I analyze this scan, we'll all be much wiser. Thank you, Hunter.
Murphu 1990 just rated the channel with 1 viewers.
Hey, thanks, man.
Our Avengers house guests are hogging a constant.
Look at that map. We've got emergencies all over the globe.
Hydra is staying true to its multi-headed namesake. They are currently active in New York, Paris, Moscow, Singapore, Los Angeles. The list keeps growing.
They caught us off guard. We'll put them back in check.
With what, Tony? Avenger forces are spread thin as it is.
Temporarily. We're back in contact with Banner, and we still have the tower.
And that's supposed to make us feel better? We thought we had the sanctum.
We met
until
Wolverine.
we didn't.
Well, I'm sorry, Stephen, but your overrated metaphysical library is not my state-of-the-art militarized tower. It will hold...
Hold what? Your ego? You'll need a taller tower.
Oh, coming from the man who literally calls himself Supreme.
Are you two finished yet?
Every second we waste arguing, Hydra takes another bite out of our ass.
Fine. Then let's stop arguing and take a bite out of their yeah, let's just stop arguing.
We've really been putting the pedal to the Hydra metal, huh, Hunter? Haven't seen the Hellride this fired up since... well, ever. I thought she could use a little tune-up and we could use a little break to catch up.
What is on your mind, Robbie?
Honestly, just wanted to say thanks. I was starting to feel like a fifth wheel around here for a while. But lately, not so much. Even old Sparky agrees. Well, both of us just wanted to say thanks. Nice to feel useful. Know what I mean?
Normally, I would not advise anyone to listen to the demon inside of their head.
I know.
But in this case, you are both welcome. And your help has been much appreciated.
Feelings mutual, Hunter. From both of us. Who would have thought a 300-year-old demon hunter from Old Salem, Massachusetts hanging with the spirit of vengeance from East LA in a magically restored transient abbey as, you know, friends?
Stranger things have happened. And will happen, I am sure.
And I look forward to all of them.
All right. Friendship level 2. Gift shop unlocked.
You wanted it? You got it.
Hydra thinks they're so clever. Just imagine if they actually were. We might be in trouble.
Oh, we got no coil.
That was quite a heated discussion between you, Caretaker, and the Doctor.
What can I say? I will always fight to keep the faith. Hydra may be on the rise, but they will never rise above the tower.
Do not let your arrogance lead you to underestimate Lilith. There is no fight my mother cannot rise to.
Whose side are you on, Hunter?
Oh no.
Your side.
Well, you're starting to sound like a Hydra press secretary.
I do not work for you, Tony. I am not here to make you feel better about your building.
If this is your idea of an inspirational speech, I think we should have Captain America give you some pointers. Well, at least we managed to reconnect with Banner. So that's something. I wasn't so worried about the tower as I was about his mental health. And if he's holding up, so will the rest of us. Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
Hunter, hello.
Give me a sec. Okay, what's up? Got some upgrades for you, hot off the press. Or forge.
Dark Heel takes 32 damage. Hell Ride, we already got that. And we gonna take this one and this one. Nice.
Always a pleasure.
Okay, so clean sweep, pick up and
That is something.
Hoped we could all conduct ourselves in a calm, professional manner. Unfortunately, Tony really gets under my skin sometimes.
I could see that.
I mean, the nerve of him to say that the Sanctum is inferior to Titanium Tower of Tony? Can you believe it?
You can mock it all you want, but that tower rivals anything I saw back in my day. The level of technical sophistication on display is almost like magic.
Yes, almost
oh,
like
man.
magic, but not true magic. For that, the Sanctum will never be rivaled. Though I guess that point is lost on you. Pity.
How bad is your disagreement with Tony? Is it going to cause problems for the rest of us?
Don't worry, Tony and I may argue, but when it comes to stopping Lilith, we are in total agreement on the end goal, even if we disagree on the way to achieve it. Sometimes Tony and I do actually act like grown-ups. Well, at least I do. Have an unusual day.
This should be useful. This will do nicely. Always better to be prepared.
Let's see if you're as good as they say.
Think Dr. Strange knows murder. No pain, no gain.
This'll make a difference. I wonder if Hydra sits around arguing like this.
Okay, so take me, Blade, and Nico. Oh crap.
If Hydra wants a straight-up fight, then I say give them everything you've got.
I was expecting a challenge.
Show them what happens when you mess with the Midnight Suns.
Not a problem.
Where'd you learn that one?
Bye. Have a good
These
time.
fanatics are always the same.
And we already got the key card.
Recon looks good.
How many times is that?
Follow my lead.
Feel free to stop doing that.
It's a little late for hiding.
Where do they keep finding these guys?
You've got nothing to fear.
You guys can all share one funeral.
Who's next? It sounds to me like they just missed their mama.
Hope this helps.
Now that was something.
I think they like me. He's taking the shot.
They must know my reputation.
I knew reinforcements were coming.
Looks like we're not done yet.
They do not seem to be a match for us. Walk in the light. I feel more like myself every day.
Get some.
They cannot possibly match your strength. Servants of Lilith. Hell.
Hydra Immortalis!
For Hydra!
Oh my gosh, why did I get so many?
Might have to tap out.
Oh, knocked his ass out.
Weak, even for Hydra. Your time has come. You are lucky to still be breathing. Here you go. I will return the favor when I can. Lilith must really want me out of the picture.
I'll handle it.
This almost seems personal.
Oh, hell no.
Hey, one of ours needs help. Yeah, I'm liking this plan.
Did you miss me?
The light is on our side.
Hey, thanks. How about this one?
I am impressed. I have always wanted a sidekick.
You're next on the list.
Hydra standards have fallen a great deal.
Exactly what I needed.
That guy's on vid.
Ow! Quit it!
I can only endure so much.
It's on.
He gone.
You kissed the mother with that mouth?
Hell.
See ya.
I doubt they'll take that beating to heart, but we can always hope.
Hey, 152 health. Yes, 111 health. 119.
If Lilith doesn't kill me, this bickering sure will.
They're not always glamorous, but these missions are still... You have that, I want to ask you something, but I'm not sure I should look on your face. Go on, ask.
What does it feel like to fly?
That's not it. You really wanted to ask if Captain Marvel can take you flying sometime.
That would be wonderful, if you do not mind.
I'll put you down on the list. You are the last Midnight Sun to ask. I'm actually surprised Blade wants some airtime.
Why would that surprise you?
You know Blade. He prefers to be on level ground. It's hard to be on your guard when you're dangling from someone's arms.
I do not think he will mind.
And neither will I. I could do that again.
Ooh, strength stat increased. Increases knockback distance.
Good girl, Charlie. Who's a good girl? It is my Charlie girl.
You're looking well, Chief.
That was a worthy hangout, Hunter. We should have brought some playing cards.
Hello, my sweet girl.
Woof woof.
Always on the hunt, right?
Oh, arcane level up. You get one more?
That looks good. Interesting. I will see if I can find you a treat later.
I'm almost getting used to seeing you on your feet again. Almost.
What is this? Tower bells are ringing. My favorite childhood prank, but I have not heard them in so long.
Okay,
Caretaker
now
must be
we're gonna do more
wincing right now.
coil.
Oh, maybe this was her idea of a joke.
We got a lot of objectives.
Ooh, new coil. Let's get to work. Take your pick, Hunter.
Oh, yes. I'm taking that one for sure. Okay, we're gonna take charge and make them bleed. No. We'll take charge in this one.
If you find more coil, send it my way.
Ooh, new ability upgrade, so let's go to the yard.
Let's see if you're as good as they say.
Practice makes perfect.
Haha, nothing's gonna stop me now.
Alright. Training level increased.
Just like you wanted.
I wouldn't have thought so, but it's good to hear those bells. Hard as Sarah tried to keep you out of the tower, you always...
Tell me you found something good. Let's crunch the numbers. I'm sure Tony won't mind if I install XCOM on Central. It's for tactical research. Bye.
Do you remember the bells, kiddo? When you were younger, I could barely keep you out of that tower. Any excuse to ring those damn things. You don't know how close I came to cutting them down.
Thanks, Hunter.
The hunter stalks its prey.
So, like, Hunter, don't let this go to your head, but I think you're okay.
You do?
Yeah, I mean, I see you trying to make me feel included, and I thought I should take a moment to thank you for not leaving me out. Caretaker makes me feel like a child sometimes, but you don't, so, like, thanks.
You are most welcome, Nico. It is an honor to fight by your side.
Honor? Oh, man. Listen, Hunter, don't take this the right way because I totally appreciate the compliment, but you really need to drop the formality and loosen up before Magic starts calling you a boomer.
Boomer?
It's slang for ancient, outdated one who caused all of our problems.
Huh. That describes me exactly.
You know what? Never mind. I'm gonna try and forget that you said that. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I see you making an effort to not make me feel like a complete reject, and I appreciate that. I need all the allies I can get on this apocalyptic reality show because I do not want to get voted out of this abbey or off this world.
Reality show? Vote?
Just try and not get eliminated, Hunter.
Alright, friendship level is up. With Nico, nice. Oh, nice. Gift shop unlocked. Gift shop is now open. Okay, the common room.
¿Qué pasa, Hunter?
Oh.
You handle yourself well on the battlefield.
Thanks. I'm doing the best I can.
Talk to Spidey after I find the gift shop.
Man, I just wish I could have brought my brother Gabe along. He'd love this place.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
I have something for you.
A new high-def camera?
Components for shop class.
Almost as good.
Minus 25 attack acids.
Oh, my friend sense is tingling.
We'll do a mission in a minute. I wanna. Okay, we can't do nothing. Oh, here we go. Okay,
I'm here if you need me.
Check the missions. Ooh, Captain America.
Apologies for the delays. Steve and I are holding down the fort here, alone, and given my condition, I'm just not myself.
Yeah, because that's a new problem for you.
Shut up, Tony. You're more than just the Hulk, Bruce. You're one of the most brilliant scientific minds on this planet.
Indeed. And it's time for you to share some of that brilliance with us, Dr. Banner. When can we expect to see your findings?
Keep telling you. Gremlins.
Losing power. On arc reactors 1 and 3.
We met Wolverine earlier, now we met Captain America.
Impossible. Even for her. Okay, improbable.
Incoming Hydra gunships. We're being completely overrun. Missiles targeting us.
No. Stay calm, Bruce.
I am calm. I am always calm.
Keep working the comms. I may be able to restore the system if I can get close enough to the tower. What do you say, Junior? Think you could back me up out there in case Mommy Darkest arrives?
Anytime.
Okay, so we got one combo card.
Next time we visit the tower, we'll give you a grand tour.
You may need to clean up a bit.
Come on.
We're dropping you to a position just outside the battle zone. A little extra caution. Better safe than sorry.
You do know I cannot fly, right?
Tony, that you? The entire defensive perimeter's been taken out. Better get down here soon or there'll be nothing left to save.
Way ahead of you.
Sorry I'm late. Sensors got your energy signature confused with a flock of radioactive pigeons. It's a New York thing.
doctor said your defenses were down.
They are. Didn't say anything about our defenders, though.
There he is.
Hey, I'm Steve.
Steve Rogers, aka the First Avenger.
Welcome to the fight.
We will never forsake her.
Lilith must be desperate if these are her.
Incoming rockets, watch out!
I'm glad you're all getting acquainted out there, but if you could focus your attention on those Hydra soldiers, that'd be great. I'll work on getting the defenses back online, but you're on your own until then.
I could probably do that a little faster. I did design the system.
We don't have your ego right now, Tony.
Just an observation. Fair enough.
Hell.
They've really got it in for me. Don't let them sneak up on us now.
Oh crap, what the f did I just do? I think I ended a
About to
turn.
get bigger.
Hydra really did a number on these systems. And what happened to the failsafes? Did you even have any? I'm not sure I'd brag about these designs if I were you, Tony.
Oh, well, let me know when Banner releases yours, and I'll be sure to take a look.
Roger that. Help is at hand. Target confirmed.
Love the effort.
Oh, we're out of our place.
Reverend service. All lined up. No place to hide.
One of them went dark.
What's our concussion protocol like?
Targeting systems active.
Getting closer. Power distribution is coming back online. Should be able to reactivate them. Why are those even connected?
But we don't have time for your ego, Tony.
Now you're making me mad. We've got one in concealment.
Reactors are online. Internal sensors are recalibrating. We're almost there. Just hold out a little bit longer.
I find the devil is everywhere these days.
I'm going to enjoy getting to know you. Nice work.
Target locked in.
I think we lost one.
gonna be that easy.
You motherfricker.
Bruce, I know you're under a lot of pressure, but...
Can we get those defenses activated while we're still
I think I finally got everything initialized. Won't be much longer now.
On visual on one.
Weak, even for Hydra.
Sure, why not? How to improve the odds?
I got 2 card plays left, but I can't.
Order a knuckle sandwich?
Time's up.
I am not in the mood for hide and seek right now.
I think you got it.
Oh no, there goes.
Is that ever?
We got incoming fire.
Let's try this again.
Walk in the light.
I'll get you next time.
You're mine.
Damn it.
One of ours is down.
Now where's the one that hit me?
You are lucky to still be breathing.
This shouldn't take long.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Better call in for support. Order just came in.
A change in their approach.
You ready to save the world? We've got incoming fire.
You wouldn't have lasted 5 minutes back at Camp Lehigh.
Behold the light's gift.
I don't know what it is, but I like it.
Watch my back.
I know that wasn't your signature move.
You're next on the list.
Oh, what's the...
Whose plan was this anyway? Fish in a barrel.
Try harder next time.
I can only endure.
Incoming rockets, watch out! I'm saving my energy till we need it. Hydra even pay you enough to cover your medical bills?
Now that was something.
Let's do it.
Can I get rid of? Yep, he gone.
Quickly, to the top of the tower.
At least we know Hydra's commitment to cowardice remains unchanged.
Much like their commitment to just plain sucking.
Huh. Maybe we will survive this battle unscathed.
Never, ever say that. That's pretty much Hero 101.
Arc Reactor 1 going critical. Attempting shutdown now. Wait, what the hell's the prefix code?
The ultimate safeguard. Lucky for us, the one person on Earth who knows it is right here. Okay, capital H-U-L.
Tony, tell me your super secret code is not Hulk Smash.
Don't be ridiculous. It's Hulk Smash 1234. Transmitting now.
Got it.
Cute, but you're playing with the big boys now. Hail Hydra! Let's get it on!
That explosion just shorted out half our systems.
Glad to hear it's working out.
I'll be lucky if I can keep the reactor from going full overload.
We get it, Rumlow. Let's do this.
His shield's almost gone.
Might as well line up, suckers. I'm here to get paid. Got you on lockdown. About to get messy. Ah. You finally got a face.
How many times is that?
So that's your legendary savior? You're supposed to be Lilith's kid, right? Must be.
And I will show you just how hard this runt can bite.
Let's set it.
You think that hurts? Just another scar. Shot, but I'm gonna live. Easy picking. Stay right there.
Got my attention already. Bruce, getting quiet down there.
I'm a little busy. Perhaps if you could stop the hail of rockets from slamming into the facility, I could stabilize the highly explosive reactor.
Yeesh, always so touchy. Get it done any way we know how.
That's not gonna stop me. Hardly a flash.
Here we go.
Now we're getting serious. Barely even noticed it. You finally got a piece.
Captain America's almost dead.
Okay, we've got...
Our resolve cannot be broken.
Finally getting some face time with the big man himself. Always wanted to get a closer look at that shield of yours, Captain. Nice souvenir.
Careful what you wish for, Rumlow.
Ready for round two? I'll lead.
I knew we could do it. The light will heal you.
I owe you one.
You had your chance. Was that truly your best?
Might as well line up, suckers. I'm here to get paid.
Oh.
Almost here. Hold position.
Surprised you had the courage to come down here and face us yourself. Did Hydra suddenly pay you extra for honor?
And miss the look on your face? Trust me, Rogers. Nothing could keep me away from here today. Sorry, but I'm gonna live. It's gonna take more than that. This is gonna sting.
You're not going to wear me down.
I'll use whatever it takes.
Oh my god, no.
Let's just get this over with, Scum. The gunship's a target of the rockets.
Just what I need.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
This should be good.
serious.
Let's do it. Target locked in.
Hardly a flesh wound.
Okay, we gotta get his health.
I like Let's see if we can make this hurt.
First you don't succeed, right?
Damn it.
That's not supposed to happen. It is number on me. Incoming rockets, watch out!
Back in the fight.
That's not gonna stop me. You think that's just another scar?
Powering up.
Much fucking
Barely
help.
even noticed it.
Let's finish him off.
You think that hurts? Let's get it on. This'll shoot the fleas off a dog's back at 500 yards. Kiss this.
No, 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 no.
Seeing a lot of red here. The gunships are targeting us with rockets.
Frick, that wasn't crossbones.
Hydra standards have fallen a great deal.
It's gonna take more than that.
Got him.
We've done it.
You Pee-wee scouts sure had me worried for a second. Was afraid I wouldn't get the chance to use this.
Hold that thought.
What's our status, Brucey? We good?
Oh, yes. So good.
Tony, was that a gamma burst? Why am I reading a gamma burst coming from inside the tower?
Not to worry, everything is fine, all part of the plan. Bruce, what the hell is going on down there?
Something far worse than hell, Tin Man.
Lilith, like I said before.
The Dark Mother thanks you so much for the Gamma Accelerator. Couldn't have done it without you, Tony.
Did I miss something?
He is lost to us, fallen to my mother's corruption.
Yeah, sort of a thing now. You played us.
Well, played me. The code, this. Also, you could steal your precious accelerator. Fight her off, Bruce.
We both know you're much stronger than this.
Always trying to play the hero, Tony. Well, here's your chance. Save the world. Take the shot. Disappointing.
Ooh, rare coil gamma. one more coil and then...
Tony, I don't know what to say.
Then don't say anything, because I don't want to talk about it.
Tony at a loss for words. That's a first.
It's happened before, and it's never a good sign. He's deeply shaken.
Steve Rogers, meet Captain America.
We should talk.
You're right. Let's talk about how your mother just turned one of my best friends against us.
The anger you feel is good. Hold it tight, that it may fuel you in the battle to come.
In my experience, I find it's best to keep a clear head.
You have never fought anyone like Lilith before. Clarity of purpose will not be enough. The flames of our conviction must burn hotter than hellfire if we are to succeed.
Anger didn't help Bruce, and believe me when I say, he's the angriest man I've ever known. Listen, I know what happened to Bruce isn't your fault.
But
I'd be a fool if I said I trust you completely. You're Lilith's kid. Could your mother turn you the same way she turned Bruce? What if she has already?
if that were the case, none of you would be standing here right now.
You might be right, which is part of the problem. I don't know anymore. This is beyond anything I've ever faced before. These people look to me for guidance, but it feels like I'm stumbling around in the dark.
You worry too much about the others.
I'd say I don't worry enough.
Oh
if
no,
I'd paid
minus
more
one.
attention, maybe I would have known something was wrong with Bruce. Maybe I could have saved him.
If you want to save people, then focus on the enemy instead of those we have lost.
That's a bit cold, don't you think?
Ask me again when you have lost someone else. When you have lost countless someone else's. I will honor their sacrifice by destroying my mother.
You know, I think I might have misjudged you, Hunter.
I am the child of the Dark Mother. It is only right for you to be wary.
I appreciate that, but the truth is, I was angry about Bruce, and I took it out on you. That's on me. I'm sorry. Let's start over. Hi, I'm Steve Rogers. What do you say we get to know each other?
Are all modern soldiers as well trained as you?
I haven't been a soldier since 1945.
Then why do they call you Captain America?
You could say it was an old nickname that just stuck.
You still have not answered my question?
Listen, I volunteered for a special procedure in hopes of creating the world's first super soldier. It worked. But the man who invented it, Dr. Erskine, was killed soon after. So to answer your question, I'm the only one.
How do you like being an Avenger?
Maybe it's the soldier in me, but I just like being part of a team.
Is that why you created them to begin with?
I think you misunderstand. I didn't create the Avengers.
I was under the impression you were their leader.
I'm good with tactics. That's all it is. Believe it or not, I didn't join the Avengers until the first time Bruce quit. He didn't take that well at all. Nearly tore apart New York.
Dr. Banner? Impossible.
He's a different person when he's angry. You haven't seen anything yet.
And still you let him come back?
Everyone makes mistakes, Hunter. Ours are just larger than most.
There's something about you that I cannot place. You seem different from your friends. Almost...
Older?
I suppose so, yes.
I get that a lot. Last time I checked, I was 102. But honestly, I've stopped counting. It's weird even for me. I was in a plane crash near the end of World War II. Went into the ice in '45 and stayed frozen for, well, long enough. When they finally fished me out, the world I knew was long gone. I understand we have that in common.
It has been an adjustment.
Believe me, I know. The world has changed a lot since you were last here. But if you need help or just need to talk it out, I'm here. Anytime.
I sense there is a past between you and Crossbones.
He's a mercenary. Real name, Brock Rumlow.
He does not seem to like you very much.
We go way back. He even killed me once.
So you are an immortal?
Only if you listen to the Avengers marketing team. It's a long story, but no, I bleed just the same as you. Well, not the same as you, or Carol, or Bruce. Even Tony and Steven, I guess. But look, I'm mortal.
I'm glad we had a chance to speak, Steve Rogers.
I am too, Hunter. You're not too bad at this leadership thing yourself. Starting to feel like I could go another 12 rounds. No time like the present. See you around, Hunter.
I trust Tony. Most of the time, he always has a plan, and when he doesn't, he always makes a plan. Sometimes. I've always heard don't make Banner.
I told you I don't want to talk about it.
Not talking about it won't make it less real. Banner has betrayed us and the tower has fallen. As Lilith rises, we fall.
We were always so worried about the damage the Hulk could do. Quietly cheered to ourselves when we thought he might be gone for good. We never once considered what Banner's mind is capable of, unhinged. I should have seen this coming.
Beating yourself up will not bring the tower back. I should know. I've been where you are now, spending countless hours blaming myself for the loss of the Sanctum, for Wanda.
Yeah? Well, maybe you didn't blame yourself enough. Some of us don't shrug off our failures so casually.
I know you're angry, but if you're looking for a punching bag, may I suggest using the one in the yard and not me?
There you go again, throwing in the towel before the fight is over.
You're the only one who's fighting. Now take it outside, Tony. I've had enough. I fear the loss of this tower might break.
Well, you know my thoughts on the matter.
Let me guess, you're here to tell me I screwed up, that I should have taken the shot at Banner when I had the chance. Go ahead, Hunter. What are you waiting for? Say it. Tell me I screwed up.
You did not do anything wrong, Tony. You just could not bring yourself to kill your comrade.
I was weak. I let my love for him get in the way.
No, Tony. Your loyalty and empathy are strengths, not weaknesses.
The hell they are. They blinded me to what was actually going on. Damn it, why didn't I see Bruce slipping away? I should have known something was going on with him. All the red flags were there, and I ignored them. Some grand genius I am. I have 3 masters, a PhD from MI-freaking-T, and I sat at the helm of one of the planet's greatest companies, but I couldn't even see what was screaming right in front of my face. How did I let him play me like that?
Banner did not fool just you. He fooled us all.
Yeah, well, if anyone here should be foolproof, it should be me.
You are not the first brilliant man Lilith has deceived. We are not in control anymore, Tony. No one is safe. No fortress impenetrable. Not now. With my mother emboldening Hydra forces, there is nothing she cannot touch.
You know, this little pep talk isn't really working for me.
Then perhaps I should take my leave.
Yeah, you do that, boss. Leave.
Tony Stark let sentimentality stay his hand.
You wanted a word?
Yes, about Banner.
Do not worry, Sarah. I will take care of him.
I wish it was that simple. You need to fully understand the gravity of the threat he poses to us now.
Banner is a brilliant scientist. No doubt Lilith will find a way to exploit that.
You've never met his alter ego. See, Lilith doesn't just have Banner's genius IQ at her disposal. She has the Hulk, and that's like having a god fight by her side.
God or not, he is not invincible.
That's just the thing. For all intents and purposes, the Hulk is invincible, or close to it. But I don't need to convince you. You will see soon enough. Okay, I've said my piece. I just hope you heard it. You've never fought anything like the Hulk before. In battle, we must make sacrifices.
Man, I never thought Dr. Banner's mind could get hacked.
I think we're gonna call it after we get some coil, if there is any.
Oh, poor thing. It pains me to see you so angry with me.
As it pains me to lose a valued friend.
Bruce will be pleased to know you feel as such. He appreciates your companionship as well.
You misunderstand me. I do not miss Dr. Banner. I mourn him. Yet another soul fallen to your twisted call.
More lies taught to you by Sarah and her pet witch. I do not compel Dr. Banner. I released him. Released him from the shackles of those who've sought to control him his entire life. Such a unique mind. Such a powerful soul, held in check for so long by his lesser. I cannot help but see the similarity to you, precious child. Will you not allow me to help you achieve the same? To find a true purpose. Achieve peace.
You will never control me.
Have you not been listening? That is the opposite of what I desire. When the time comes, you will stand by my side, freely. I would never have it otherwise.
And I thought I was the one who was dreaming.
You have been asleep far too long, child. You must pierce the veil of their false prophecy and wake up.
I'm gonna see if I have some coil before I log off.
I will never get used to that.
Oh, we're gonna... Yes, we do got Gamma Coil, okay.
Looking forward to tonight.
So, what's new with Hydra this morning? Wait, don't tell me. I can already imagine Crossbones with his feet up in my corner. How's it going, boss? Say the magic word. These should definitely give you an edge.
Shield Bash. Guardian Strike.
long did you say you were exposed to this?
Farewell.
He's got 167 health. Damn. Hero op is completed.
Thanks, Hunter.
And let's look at the missions before I go. Okay, so we will be doing some more missions next time. Peace.